toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Handoff from the gun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
The give to the tailback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If he was a little closer to the...
Touchdown, Tigers! the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Syracuse's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Smothers. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
14, Syracuse, 0.
Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Back to pass, it's Carney. Sets up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. That's caught. It's Moore. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Jacobs. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got a man, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice game. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. He steps and powers it, works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision. Out of the end zone was not a good one. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Carney. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense might bring the house here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders. Where it's a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Off-play action on 1st down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Firing deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Syracuse will send out the punt team. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Crosses the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill and be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board.
There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Syracuse right back at it. Dropping back, it's Carney. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Willis. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Carney. Finds his man, it's Cook. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Push down for the tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Syracuse will be forced to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
The toss sweep to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Carney. Pocket breaking down. Finding an escape route. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well, sees it.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Orange will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Buys a little extra time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Fresno State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Carney. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moore. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Johnson looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Flushed out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first.
Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
They've got the screen set up. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the back on the option to give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 33 over UMass. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fighting off the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Syracuse will be forced to punt.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Johnson wants to throw it.